Good morning, guys. It's about 8 o'clock. It's a Wednesday morning, and you see we're at a really nice place here. Yesterday we took the boat over from the Hostetta side where the school is to this side. And yesterday we had the basic bushcraft training, some sheltercraft, cutting tools, firecraft, stuff like that, survival and navigation, which is a very important point on this course, the applied bushcraft. And we spent the night here in an extremely nice place. And there's Don, just woke up. And that's my hammock setup. It's been extremely rainy, but that has its small perks in that you can get some really nice and easy drinkable water from the water trap that you make with the basically with the tarp, so that's great. One night close airing. And you have Don's setup. And this time it's basically a private course, and we're going to have breakfast, break up camp, and just go hiking. We go straight through this wilderness. We find some nice points, and in the end we find a nice destination to set up camp again in the afternoon. So we'll get back to you guys with some nice shots of wilderness and so on later today. So we have started our excursion, the expedition, to some really wild country. And there's Don trying to climb down. We are following a course to a little lake, and in this kind of terrain that is really not that easy. And look at that place. So now we're at our evening camp. We just set up camp, and it's an absolutely fantastic place. There's a lot of beaver activity, well, old beaver activity, so there's a lot of firewood, and it also looks very nice. Very friendly place. And this is a little river that's just a bit wider here and deeper, and flows into those wetlands there. This river is called Tranon. And let's turn you over to our camps. There's my hammock setup, and behind the stone is Dan. So we'll go there. It's this terrain here is really rocky. I've showed you that earlier. There are to be really careful where you're walking, but here there is at least a very nice layer of moss and vegetation. Don has a slightly bigger tarp. So Don, we are pretty ready for some food and an early night, don't you think?
Yes.
It was a hard day.
Yes, it was a very hard day, but fun.
Great, great. So we're going to keep dinner, all in the leave no trace style of visiting in the nature. We put an aluminium shield on the ground, not to disturb the ground with a burn spot, and cook with just the tiniest pins in the Crusader. And then that will be a new experience, I guess, using the Crusader that way.
Yes, it is.
And a bit of work. So that was the camp packed. Everything nice and neat into the backpack. And even Don is almost done. And then we're going to plan our route back to the boat. It was an absolute pleasure being here. Really great place. Trying to get an image of the mountains there. A really nice vantage point here. That's what can happen if lightning strikes. This whole area had a forest fire 2 years ago. Luckily they were here very fast and a lot of trees survived, but the ground is totally changed. All the lichen and moss burned away, so that will take about 60-70 years to be repaired. But it's part of nature, and actually it's really good ecologically for the area. So we're at the new base camp. Don has just made a fire. Using Old Man's Beard, was it?
Yes.
And on a very wet ground, so using a little plateau of wood that we found here in an old beaver dam. We're going to grill some food here. That'll be great. We had another hard day of walking through very wild wilderness, so this is a meal well earned. There was a bit of a tree in the way. I kind of misjudged that. That tree. And you can't have the tarp rubbing against the tree because of the wind, so you see there is a little space between it, and it's pulled down with a little rope there. Time for bed. I don't know if you hear the sound, but then you're very happy to have a mozzie net on your hammock.
They're all around. Good night, guys.
What a morning, guys.
No more time to laugh. No more time to cry.
Really like a mirror, this water.
No more time to think. Time to drain. And look at your wife and hold her hand. And look at your child and dry its tears.
Well, this is the end of the course. We're going to pack up, have some breakfast, and head to the kennel. It's been a wonderful experience, really nice nature, and it's good that it ends with a glorious weather that we have now. On the other hand, if we had that from the beginning, we would have been eaten alive by mosquitoes, so everything has a positive thing. See you on the next movie, guys.
And look at your child and dry its tears. And look at yourself and hope you're right. And look at the world and where it went. And look at your wife and hold her hand. And look at your child and dry its tears. And look at yourself and hope you're right. And look at the world and where it went. And look at your wife and hold her hand. And look at your child and dry its tears. And look at yourself and hope you're right. And look at the world and where it went. No more time, no more time, no more time, no more time, no more time. Your child tears and look at yourself and hold